But it doesn't matter. We are live. YouTube, welcome back to another One Live Realism event. Tonight, we are in the event called Operation 1944. And as always, if you're new here, whether you're old, please remember to like and subscribe. 60% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. If you could subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. We're almost at 600 subs. Can we please hit that by the end of the year? Much appreciations. Onwards to the event tonight. Tonight's event is, as I just said, Operation 1944. It's another One Life event. Here is the map for tonight, and I'll just read the little blurb of what is going to happen tonight. Allied paratroopers are dropping into Sainte-Mère-Église to attempt to disrupt a German convoy heading to Utah Beach and to destroy a German HQ. The Germans are trying to get a convoy through Sainte-Mère-Église to get supplies to Utah. Getting trucks to the end of the road will grant extra supplies and manpower to the Germans in next Sunday's Utah Beach event. The Allies destroying the access fob will allow Allied paratroopers at Utah next event. So we've got some follow-on objectives, which I think is kind of cool for the event tonight. The map, here it is. You can see, so the convoys will be starting here, and they had to make it over here. And this is where the German FOB is. No, you're not allowed into this play zone. This play zone is off limit to try confine everyone to a certain area of the map to make sure, you know, we actually get some content for tonight. You just still my sub screen as well. I will apologize if you're watching this on YouTube. The tank, for some reason, the audio is broken at the moment, and it is super loud. So if you're wondering why we're going to hear the tank as if it's in our ear, the tank the Germans have is base boosted to 1,000,000%. So I apologize to YouTube. Nevertheless, it's going to be a fun event tonight. Clans involved. We'll go down them quickly. A clan that I've not seen before, D.A.K, joined by Partisans, BR1, the 5th GB, and I think there's one more. The Partisans, BR1, and the 5th GB on the Germans. If I missed it, I'm sorry. And then on the Allies, we have the 1st RB, 5th GB, O.S.S, and Scry. And I think that covers all the clans. If I missed your clan, I'm sorry. There'll still be credits to you in the video descriptions. So the Germans tonight, as we saw the objective, they've got to get the convoys from one end of Sainte-Mère-Église to the other end of Sainte-Mère-Église. They have to stick to the roads. That is the rules for the convoys. They have to stick to the roads. The Allies, on the other hand, they have to drop into Sainte-Mère-Église, disrupt the supplies by destroying as many supply trucks as they can. And if it's also possible, they need to take out the FOB here, which is kind of a secondary objective. If they take out the FOB, it means they get extra paratroopers in the next event. And if they take out the trucks, it means the Germans will have less assets in the next event as well. So, and likewise, if the Germans manage to keep their FOB alive and they manage to get their trucks through, it means they're going to be stronger in the next coming Sunday event, which I'm hopefully going to be casting. You see, let's open up the map at the moment. So sadly, we're not using the Scriptum Realism mod yet. It's still not being updated. Armor update, as we know, broke all the mods. So sadly, we're not using the Scriptum Realism mod yet. The developers for that mod are still working overtime to try getting that up to date. So yeah, if you're wondering why we can see everyone on the map, where we usually can't in other events, or why their uniforms are all basic, the default in-game, and why all the kits are basically default in-game, it's because the mods sadly haven't been updated yet. It's going to take a little while. And we've got the BR1. Let's open up the map again and see what the Germans are planning. So far the Germans, you can see they've been split. They split out into different smaller squads and fire companies. You can see squad 4 up there watching the north. We've got infantry going down to the south, squad 1 close to the captain with that tank watching to the east, and eyes to the west. So very good by the German defenders. They've spread out nicely to try cover and watch as many angles as possible. This is Sainte-Mère-Église, one of my favorite maps in the game currently. Very good map for infantry combat. All the buildings and alleyways you have to fight through. You really have to work as a team to clear out buildings room from room. Lots of vantage points, lots of windows you can shoot from. It really does give you a good feeling of a proper World War II, you know, fighting scenario. Having to fight through a small town. I love it. It's one of my favorite maps. I wish Chapter 3 maps we saw more on public servers as well. EU public servers. More Chapter 3 maps. So as with all One Life events, this event, they start off pretty slow at the beginning as both teams work up, get into position, approach the objectives they have to tackle. I'm going to stay focused on the defenders for now. So the attackers can, sneak in and do their little attack. I'll only do it for the defenders. So the attackers, we can get like a... It's so loud. Jesus. No one is sleeping in Sainte-Mère-Église tonight. No one. So you can see the Germans have spread out in little fire squads. They're basically watching every angle. I'm surprised they haven't moved any transport vehicles into the town yet. They could have moved transport vehicles into the town to make them into like a safer area. I also don't know how many respawn waves both teams have. I only got very basic information about the event tonight. So I don't know too much what each team has respawn wise. Tokyo Drift was the only good Fast and Furious movie. Fact. Had the best soundtrack, had the best story, and it had the best acting. That's a stretch. I think my guess is how slow this event is going so far. I think both teams are waiting for the other team to make the first move. The Allies, their main objective is to make sure no trucks get to the end of Sainte-Mère-Église, to the other side of Sainte-Mère-Église. They might not care to like push the FOB. They might just be waiting to destroy the trucks. Speaking of trucks, what happened there? They just flipped. Did it? Good, you can try it. Oh, because this is the American main base. Because they're trying to drive to the American base. You can't disable it. So they're driving too. Keep trying. Keep trying. You'll get it next time. Try again. Try again. That's it. That's it. Oh, there he goes. It's because if this was the mod, Post-Scriptum Realism mod, the modders would have removed the main base. But they can't because the mod hasn't been updated yet because of the armor overhaul. The German convoy is starting to head towards Sainte-Mère-Église. Will they make it to the other side so they can supply the German defenders at Utah? Or will their journey be hampered? Who knows? Find out next time. I don't know what's going on with this German convoy, but I feel like we need to nominate some new drivers. Nevertheless, the German convoy has made it into Sainte-Mère-Église with a little bit of hindrance. Yes. But you can see the tank and the convoy of supply trucks and also the flak truck have made it into Sainte-Mère-Église, passing through the first defenders now. It's a shame there isn't a feature so we can go first person on like one of the players, so I could be like, I could click on like D.A.K. Woods and would see through his eyes. Hopefully, Periscope in the future give us some spectator tools. Hindrance from a lamppost. No Americans. Yeah. And also some Jedi Force hindrance as well. There's still one truck that is quite far behind, but hey. That's a tight corner. Can he get round it? Scraping the paintwork a little bit, but he got it. As Little Pickle. It's Little Pickle, right? Can't see him. Oh yeah, Little Pickle and Adams leading the way in the P38. They're actually going to be able to link up with the other P38. So our ears are going to be blown out twice as loud. Yo, Ghost, do you like the new Resident Sleeper? It's pretty good, right? And there's the first ambush. What if I like? What if I like? What if you like? It's good. I like you like. P38 hit by an AT mine there. You can see the P38 has actually been tracked. It's lost its right track. His engine and transmission has been disabled. Spraying into the tree lines though with hull gunner and the coaxial. Let's open up both nameplates now so you can see the American ambush that they've been waiting all this time. As the P38 under more pressure there gets hit by an AT Grenadier Blast, I think. We had a infantry squad. Look how close the infantry squads were to each other. We had a German infantry squad from the 5th GB right next to the American infantry squads. Moving through the darkness, moving through the hedgerows. And that's a good ambush initially by the Allies, the American troops. They've also flanked in here on the convoy. The rear of the convoy completely exposed as the O.S.S. American infantry squads were moved in right at the back. Creating a complete blockade here as both the supply trucks and also the flak AA truck all cramped together, easily sprayed down by the O.S.S. and their infantry squadron. The P-38 at the rear, Little Pickle's gone down. Only Adams left, one crewman, so he's having to retreat now to try to save that tank. Resident what? That's what that emote's called. It's called Resident Sleeper. It's kind of like the meme emote all streams have. It's like a... You've fallen asleep. It's called Resident Sleeper. You also have 07, which is like the salute, but you call it 07. I don't know what that one is. That one's like bruh. Yeah, bruh, like bruh. There you go. I'm glad you guys are liking the newer emotes, man. They're free. See the P-38, the first P-38 doing its best to defend its position, completely immobilized, track out, transmission and engine disabled. It's just try to hold on and survive as long as you can. But you can see the convoy here, the main part of the convoy. One of the supply trucks is already down. The engine of the AA truck has been disabled. And the American soldiers just swarming it now. Where did that go? That AT just went... Where did that go? I didn't know the AT Grenadier could ricochet like that. Especially with a normal truck. I need a Brismark. I could try do one. I do have some slots open. Little Pickle returning with a new crewman. As the O.S.S. are doing their best to try hold up the convoy here as reinforcements from the German garrison of Sainte-Mère-Église is coming forward to try and save the remains of this troop. I can't... That's some 5-head plays there by Panzer Grenadier of the O.S.S. The American trooper jumping on top of the flak gun, taking out the P-38 that was coming to support. He gets sprayed down, though, by the 5th GEB. Okay, I'm fucking taking this. That was some big brain plays there by Panzer Grenadier, jumping on the 88 admin spawn vehicles have no rule sets, and in these one life events, you can usually jump on them. The last convoy truck finally making it here. I would honestly keep that last convoy truck at the back. The engine noise is driving me nuts. Thank God it's getting fixed tomorrow. True. Along with the invisible infantry. I didn't even notice the invisible infantry was a thing because I mean, I haven't played tanks very much, but I didn't really notice it. You can see the O.S.S. First RB flooding reinforcements back, trying to deal with the remains of this convoy as the Partisans have pushed forward. They've got their infantry squad now trying to watch the flank on the south. Woods is trying to move that truck forward as the 5th GB are tidying up the front of the convoy as well. Their infantry managing to hold strong in this ditch row, in these hedgerows. They have punched a hole through the O.S.S. and the Scry ambushes. A couple of the infantry are still alive. Not quite sure how. I need to remember that spot. I didn't know that was a spot. It is low. We reduce it with winter. Damn, that sucks. Well, glad they're fixing it. The forward P-38 is still alive and it's doing its best to try hold back the reinforcements. Still immobilized. They need to get oh, actually, the track has been repaired at some point. Looks like someone has repaired the track. No, it hasn't. Sorry, it's my bad. It looked like it was repaired. Track is still being disabled, so that P-38 needs to be rescued at some point. He needs to have infantry come support him. As the Partisans in this hedgerow run right on top of the O.S.S. reinforcements that was moving in and the first RB moving in. Big grenade goes out there, gets 5 kills, I think. A second big grenade goes out from the Partisans then. Huge grenades landing right into this allied reinforcement wave. And look at the casualties sustained here. Now that Flak 38 is back in the hands of the Axis forces as well. It's starting to suppress through the hedgerows. Obviously now with the AP, can penetrate through surfaces, can penetrate through trees and hedge lines. Doesn't get stopped anymore, so that great at doing suppression. Its engine has been disabled though. Looks like one of the convoy trucks has been pushed forward. They're trying to get the P-38 back mobile now. I'm not quite sure where the other convoy truck is, because they had 2 convoy trucks remaining. Am I blind? I might be blind. I only see... Oh, no, there it is. I am. Look, I'm... P-38, with the infantry coming forward from the convoy, has been saved now. And with not much infantry in their way, they could start to make a dash towards the Utah Beach supply road. They're almost at the edge. If they continue down the road, if they think it's safe to do so, they could make it towards the convoy checkpoint and have the supplies ready, at least some of the supplies ready for the event next week. Grenade overshot there. 5th GB trying to clear out the first RB who are in this building here. Couple of allied soldiers. Big grenade goes out there. Takes out the 5th GB members there. We've still got Warren and Sickle below us there. Scud is the only one alive. He's trying to hold the stairs with an M1 Grand. They heard him reload. They heard the ping. The grenade goes up the stairs. Scud goes down. And the convoy is on the way again. You can see Woods leading the charge in the convoy truck. Nopsy leading coming up on the rear. And Warren and Sickle. Oh, the first truck goes down there. Another mine on the road takes out the first truck. Nopsy manages to make it through, though. Warren and Sickle miss their shots. Can they shoot the driver in the back? They're trying to shoot him. Look at Nopsy go. There's the salutes for Nopsy. He gets 1 supply truck through, minimum. And Caprao, Whitman here, manages to take out Warren and Sickle. As the B1 is starting to return the favor now from that ambush. He's starting to lay some fire down upon the reinforcements that the allies are throwing in. So the Axis managed to get 1 truck through to supply for the next Sunday event, which will be taking place on Utah. They still have the AA truck. So if they've repaired the AA truck, they might be able to get the AA truck also to the supply checkpoint. As the P-38, look at the P-38 just opening fire with hull gun, coaxial, suppressing down. Look at all the casualties. Let's have a look at the casualty scoreboard very quickly. So we've got 35 kills to 38 deaths for the Axis, with 57 wounds and 1 revive. Medics having a hard time this game, compared to the 20 kills for the Allies, 44 deaths, 21 wounds, and 11 revives. So more revives for the Allies, but they are suffering with more casualties. It was all those grenades. Check my posture. My pillow. I'm good. It was all those grenades and the AA truck firing upon the reinforcement waves absolutely wiped out the Allies and caused significant damage. We've got a Partisans member over here, Woods. Hydrate? Jesus Christ. Spring Lobster still there, and Captain Shout. What's that? What's his name? Skaleffen? Skaleffen? Oh, that's water. It is. But it does taste like rum because I drink rum out of it. So it does taste like rum. A little bit. It's got a little bit of a spicy taste. It smells of lamb's rum, which is my new favorite drink. I'm a bit of an alcoholic. I'm British. I'm British. I'm a bit of an alcoholic. In my nature. Hear those blasts landing upon the P-38. Sounds like a Grenadier AT rifle. Ricocheting off the front there. It might be a Skaleffen or a Spring Lobster. The armored angled just correctly enough to deflect those Grenadier blasts. Has the AA truck been repaired? Is the question. Apparently they can't repair it?
I'll cover you back to your tank. Oh no, I think they got destroyed by
I'm not sure why they can't repair it. It's maybe bugged, but they should have the wrenches to just, you know, fix the engine. And you can see all the way over there in the north, only one supply truck made it. One supply truck out of 3 made it. The Allies managed to destroy 2 supply trucks, a P-38 with some big brain plays. They almost took out the flat truck, but the flat truck is still mobile. Its engine has been disabled, and the Germans cannot repair it. They lack the parts. So it's unlikely that the P-38 will also make it. Sorry, the P-38, the flat truck. The Flak 36, right? Asher getting shot. I'm surprised Asher survived that first shot. Luke heard the shots next to him. He must know there's just a... Damn, look at that. Just a little grenade. Just a little... Alley-oop. Alley-oop, Kobe. So with mixed success for the Allies on their first objective, which was to destroy the convoy, they can now move on to their secondary objective. They can try push Sainte-Mère-Église and destroy the headquarters located in the church. Damn, look at the size of those things, man. It's insane. Actually insane. Like, if this shot at you, look at the size of the projectile. If this gets shot at you, look at that. No wonder you were like just turned into mincemeat. Yeah, the tank engine is stupidly loud. Turn it off. I hope they fix the engine noise on the tanks as well. They're so loud.
He didn't know how to work it, so we just died. I tried to communicate to him, but he didn't communicate at all. Old guy.
Hey, look, he had a few drinks. Tomorrow, thank God. Today was a good... I'm glad I got, like... Well, I played Postscriptum for about 4 hours today, and then we're casting this as well. I got a good amount of games today in Postscriptum. I still think 4 FOBs, I've come to the conclusion that I really do think 4 FOBs is too much. I want them to go back to 2. 2 FOBs with the removal of hard spawns was perfectly good. Perfectly fine. I didn't see a problem with 2 FOBs with the hard spawns removed. I thought it worked very well. I thought it was very balanced. But now with 4 FOBs, it just feels too chaotic with the spawns. It feels like I'm playing Battlefield. There's just... If you have an effective team... If you're an effective team, at any point, not including your main base spawn, you could have 7 spawns as any member on your team. That's 4 FOBs up, 2 MSPs, and then your squad rally. That's a lot. You don't need to play as 4, just 2. Yeah, but everyone plays as 4 because it's the most effective thing to do. There's no reason not to have 4 when it's the most effective thing to do. Doesn't happen often. You'd be surprised. It happens a lot. It happens in all my games, and when I'm playing Logi, we don't lose because of it. And the more people learn the meta, the reason why it doesn't happen a lot at the moment is because there's a lot of new players who don't understand how the mechanics work. A lot of people don't understand how you build an FOB. Once players start to learn, they're going to be doing it a lot. I didn't place 2 in Belmoyon, didn't live second cap. I place all of them all the time. It's whether I'm attacking or defending, and it's very rare that we'd lose even 1 cap on the defense. And it's in fact, I haven't lost a game while attacking with the new system. I haven't lost a single game attacking. Okay, so just like one life events, as always, a lot of action in a big burst, then it dies down again. So we're in a little bit of a lull at the moment. We're waiting for the next phase of the event to take place as both teams reorganize, structure their defenses again, move into new positions, getting ready for the next objective. Let's leave the German nameplates on so we can just see the movement of the Germans, see how they organize themselves as they now defend the HQ. That their convoy was mostly, I'd say about 70% of their convoy has been lost. But even, yeah, about 70%. I usually place just 2 so that I have enough time to place a flag and start the blasting shit. I assign that to one of my squad members to do. As a Logi squad leader, my role is always to build FOBs. I ask my squad members to help me at the beginning. I'll tell them to go drop 1,000 supplies at a few locations. Or I'll ask them to follow me, build a fob, then I'll take their truck, and they can continue with my truck to go build a second one. Once my 2 FOBs are up, I'll do the rest on my own, and I tell my Logi, go have fun. Go have fun, go build AT cannons, go lock down choke points, and that's it. GG, we win. Like, it's up to you whether you want to spend the whole game building fobs or just keep your eyes. See, if you want to win, that's what you do, though. We want contact again? We want contact as a big battalion of allied American soldiers pushing on the southern side of the town. They've already taken up the outskirts of Sainte-Mère-Église. A little bit of contact exchange as the Partisans are the first ones of the Axis members to try hold back this tidal wave coming in. Panzer Grenadier, who did that big play earlier in the flank, which is corner, 1 kill. Doesn't get wood, the wood holding the stairway. Jotty gets sprayed down as the MG42. Look at the MG42 just spraying the corner there. As Partisans start to fall back, Growl trying to cover as well. The O.S.S. suffering a few casualties there as they run upon the Partisans, the first line of defense. As Allow putting shots down range. Yuan? Is that how you say his name, right? Yuan? Let's see what Scry can do. Nope. Changed his mind. Don't blame him. Don't blame him. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. I wish that P-38 would shut the fuck up. So loud! Polish grenadier from the O.S.S. pushing along the partisan flank. Pinned down. Good grenade goes out there, takes down Joey. Radio man Growl, though, is still alive. Wood is also alive on the inside. The P-38 pushing himself into a good position to watch this this row building stairs. Little Purple gets sprayed down by some rifle fire. Black Shadow throwing a couple of grenades out. Wood still holding up that open barn. Growl with a radio man. Flojo, Lass holding up the streets the best they can. So the O.S.S. and the Allies suffered a lot of casualties on that first initial wave onto Sainte-Mère-Église. Can any reinforcements get in here and continue the push through? O.S.S. still have a few members over here, along with Scry, Waifu. Can they keep causing a little bit of pressure over here? Polish engineer, don't blame him. Did he spell engineer wrong? Or is that spelled like how Polish spell it? Or is that just Polish grenadier? What's going on there? As the P-38 pushes forward. I really want someone to shoot the P-38 just so we don't have to listen to the engine. Honestly, that's all I want at this point. Please. Please kill the P-38. Please. As much as I like tanks, it needs to shut the fuck up. It really does. No one can hear anything. Joey. Sorry, Flojo. Pushing through ball. Juan. Getting the shots in the back there. Big man, O.S.S. still holding up his building as the Allies are trying to push in on a different flank. You see they're pushing coming around here. Suffering a few casualties though as rear machine guns. You can see the BR-1 Phoenix J there opening fire along the trench line. Putting pressure in. You've got BR-1 further out of the church as well on the rooftops, able to watch down that hedgerow. Big smoke string going out there. Should allow the Allies just to push forward slowly as long as they keep the smokes coming out. Little Pickle, Cry Wolf, and Wood holding up this open barn. Good position for this open barn. The windows here, you can see the windows. It would just go through. And you can see Wood already with his Kar 98 opening fire here. Down into the hedgerow and the ditch opposite him. Great position for him just to pick up some kills. As Polish engineer, he's chasing the P-38, but I don't know if he's able to do anything with it. He could shoot the periscopes. Why not? Why the heck not? He could also just follow it and keep an eye on his position, report it back to his team. But this is a one live event, so no squad chat. Only the radio men can communicate between squads, and squad members can't talk to each other internally. It's got Brian, Luke, and Dull in here pushing in. They're on the outskirts of the church now. They're on the outer row buildings. That's an MG32 from the BR-1 with Phoenix J next to him as a spotter. Firing there. They're under fire themselves, though, from an MG. Browning 30 cal firing on their position. The flak truck. Has the flak truck been manned again? 5th GB getting on the flak truck once again. Putting some shots there. True Solid goes down. Fallen Soul under pressure there. And then Warren from the O.S.S. He just gets sprayed down there by Fuchs. That MP42. So the 5th GB making sure that AA truck stays alive. Who knows? If they can repair it, it could maybe get through as more convoys for next Sunday's event. One ran in front of the P-38, I think. It's been smoked out. Polish gamer throwing a few smokes at it. And the O.S.S. who was pushing on this open barn, they've been completely wiped out. Wood is still alive. Cry, Wolf, and Lass has fallen back into the three-story as the Allies are trying to continue their push to wrap around the church here on the, I think this will be the eastern side. They're taking up this building rope, moving forward in a squad. They're putting pressure on these. I'm quite sure how these sandbags are possibly stacked. Are we playing like Minecraft? What is this? This is ruining my one life event immersion. Nibra and Mad Nuba and Josh. What is going on here? MG fire opening up from Partisans there. They've got themselves an MG 42 in a great position. Able to watch through this field yet again. You can see a lot of the reinforcement that was coming in from the first RB to support the O.S.S. pushing into the Sainte-Mère-Église have been dealt with. Only remnants of that initial wave coming in from the 1st RB are left standing. Got Jackal with a 30 cal there, positioning himself in a good window. He should be able to support... Oh, sorry, it's a BAR. Taking down Phoenix J and Exfian, that MG42. Nopsy gets sprayed down. He's running out in the open there. Jackal from Scry, easy kill from him. Takes him down. Josh, Nibra, both going down as well. Mad Nubber, the only one alive there, holding the corner. Bry, Wilson, Misaka, trying to push along towards the church. They're getting very close to the church, and the German defenders are starting to thin a little bit. So the Allies don't have much left in terms of the manpower on this assault, but they are doing a good effort here. If they can get into the church quickly, they might be able to deal damage. But you can see reinforcements starting to flank towards the church. You've got the 5th GB moving in a single column formation, trying to push on to the rear of these buildings. If they do get to the rear of these buildings, the 1st RB and what remains of them could be under a lot of pressure here. No one is watching their rear as the 5th GB, led by Fuchs, Garrison Defender Division, is moving in right on the rear. There are a couple more reinforcements moving in as Wilson gets tagged by a grenade there. Allies pulling in a few more reinforcements. Medics reviving down comrades. As Captain Skull goes down, Asher goes down. He trades with Fuchs. Grenade goes out there. Gonna fall a little bit too short though. As Doolan and Luke now are trying to hold up the rear. See Luke desperately trying to get into a position where he can help the rear. Fallen Soul with a good flank here. Fallen Soul might be able to pick up a few Germans. He sees one. Does he take the shot? He doesn't. More Germans in front of him. Is he going to take the shots? He's not taking the shots. He takes one. He gets the kill there. Big time if he had a grenade. Fallen could throw a good grenade there. Thank God the engine turned. Thank you. Jesus Christ. No, don't, please. Stay off. Please. All I hear is big shots there though. 2 kills as another reinforcement wave is pushing in. A mixture of O.S.S. and 1st RB members pushing in, probably some Scry mixed with them. Getting the flank on the 5th GB. And the O.S.S. How many times is this flak truck going to trade hands? A few shots coming in there from the flak truck landed on the 5th GB as their flank on the rear is now under pressure from another reinforcement wave coming in from the Allies. Not quite sure how many reinforcement waves there are. I imagine that this may be the last. I can't imagine there'll be many more left. And the German garrison defending the church here under a lot of pressure. You can see the P-38. Fucking P-38, man. It's just so loud. P-38 is moving into position to defend the rear. And there the reinforcements are coming in from the German garrison. So I would imagine this is the last respawn wave possibly for both teams. And it's very close to the objective. You can see the Allies funneling in. They do have to deal with this P-38 though. This P-38 is going to be devastating for the Allies to deal with. But they do have a good presence there. They're very close to the church. If they could fix the AA truck, hey, you know. Can they fix the engine? Holy shit. Please, please, someone destroy this fucking please! Was that a team kill? Winifred goes down there. Not quite sure who took Winifred out. The P-38 spinning round, presenting its rear. Come on. Where's that bazooka? As we've got rifle and machine gun fire being exchanged, Fuchs, he gets sprayed down there. Bright been holding up this little canopy, this little fruit store for a while. with that Thompson getting 2 kills there back to back. The P-38 spraying through the windows. As the German garrison are starting to man the walls again, starting to fire through the windows. You can see bullet splashes on all the buildings now. 5th GB still have members alive on these flanks. You can see Whitman pushing around here. Schlick also pushing around. Polish Grenadier. As Jackson, he gets shot down. Spartan gets sprayed down. Also, how many kills is Schilling going to get here? He just wipes out 3. Nice little triple kill for him. Polish Grenadier, you need to stand up and find him. There you go. You find him a little bit too late. Invest in maybe a better gaming headset. Logitech always served me well. Couple of smokes going out there. Red smoke starting to blind the German defenders a little bit. The Allies suffering a lot of casualties. Germans also suffering casualties. Let's just have a look at the kill board very quickly. 88 to 66 to 112 to 3 for the Germans. On the Allies, 47, 96, 55 and 23. So you can see, despite the more revives from the Allies, the Germans are leading the charge so far with kills on the board and also wounds on the board. P-38, not quite sure. They're just waiting for that one bazooka. Through the doorway, through the doorway, through the doorway. No bazookas to be seen here, I'm afraid. That is a shame. It would really make everyone's game a lot better. As Brian, he finally goes down, held onto his fruit stand for as long as he could. A lot of Germans died though in the courtyard. Those red smokes lowering visibility a little bit. You can see the Partisans have moved into a good raised position here. Partisans actually have a huge position. It makes matters a lot better. True. Partisans with Crywolf, his MG42, got himself into a great position here, able to fire straight into the buildings opposite. Very close quarter fight now as Luke is all the way up at the top, throwing some grenades. A few smoke grenades out the roof there. As MG42 spray the windows. Allies getting their medics to try and revive as anyone they can. Allies suffered a lot of casualties, but they do have medics hidden behind these buildings, able to get anyone who's been downed up, and they have the good control hard cover here. As long as they make sure no one gets on their flanks, they're good. And disable the engine. Yeah, just you don't need to blow it up. Just take out the engine. Yeah, that'll do. Anything. Just make it shut up. Please. Smokes. A big wall of smokes have gone out for the Americans here, allowing their infantry to get into cover. Look at the amount of smokes. I got lost in the smoke then. Big smoke string goes out, trying to blind the German defenders. And here comes a push coming out. Scry leading the charge with big man from the O.S.S. He goes down. Waifu was the first one. He's made it the furthest so far for the Allies. Waifu trying to suppress the window. Stuck on the wall. Easy kill there as he vaults over the wall. Pox the next one forward. He makes it into the little outhouse, but he gets sprayed down as well. Alu almost close. He gets hit by a grenade. Nopsy just holding that window, picking them off one by one. A friendly grenade hits Alu there. Eli. As the Allies use that smoke cover, pushing onto the perimeter of the church, but they're just getting tagged down by machine guns and grenades. Sarge, he gets taken out there. Unfortunate for Alu, he was in his bandage animation. He couldn't get to his gun. And he gets tagged by P-38 there. Poor guy. Oh my god, I hate the P-38. And there's square tables. Just with little pops around the corner. Tap, tap, tap with his P-38. Manages to finish off the last remaining Scry squadron member there. Oh, we've got Sickle. He's still alive from Scry. As this P-38 has been an absolute roadblock here. Another AT Grenadier Blaster just bounces off the P-38. A second shot. I think he has to be further back, does he not? To, like, have it prime? And he needs to be at, like, a straight angle. And maybe aim for the tracks instead. I don't think the Grenadier can actually pen that easily. Speaking of Grenadier, though, he just put a big blast there into Rusty Boom. Rusty Broom, he goes down. One of the defenses in the church. And we've actually got a few flanking members there. I'm not quite sure where these Allied soldiers came from, but we've got the O.S.S. on the flank here. Chrysler. And he gets absolutely tagged by Growl there. But a good flank there from the Allies on the church, causing a little bit of confusion in the defenders. And the Allies are looking very good on the board. A lot of German defenders have gone down. It's really down to just a handful of German defenders now holding the garrison in the church. Can the remaining Allied forces group up, organize, and put the big last blow on the Allies here? Crescent Sickle through the smoke screen. The last member of Scry on his own. Spring Lobster is still alive. God bless him. He tried to take out the P-38. He tried. And for that, I give him credit. Blinding the P-38. Good play there by Spring Lobster. Putting smoke right in front of the P-38 to allow his team members to have a little bit of cover there. Good act of bravery there by him. Put himself in big risk, but he's doing it for his team. See the medics pushing forward here. Getting anyone they can back on their feet as they do a last final attempt to take out the German headquarters, which is located inside the church. If I just go on the inside, you can see the headquarters there. P-38 doing his best to hold this flank with no infantry near him. It's up to him to hold this flank. As the Allies are mobilizing once again, they're reorganizing. And they might be able to do another push onto the church. You can actually see a lot of Allies. Something the Allies have done this game, and we'll just show again. The Allies, 34 revives compared to the 4 revives of the Germans. The Allied medics have been doing an incredible job to keep their team in this fight. Gotta say, the medics are really carrying this at the moment for the Allies. Keeping their strength up. Allowing the pressure to stay on. I just wish that tank would fuck off. I just wish. Square tables. Holding the doorway. Nopsy also getting the kill on Big Man there as he pushed forward. Good work there. Rifle cover fire. Grenade goes out. I'm not quite sure where the grenade went. I don't think it went in the door. It didn't. It just fell short. As Spring Lobster has relocated, he's changed his position, and he might be the first one to get inside the church for the Allies. You see Enrock going down there. He took out one of the Partisans member. Breaker almost pushing. The Allies getting very close to the objective. Only an absolute handful of German defenders are left now to garrison and hold up the headquarters. MP-40 spraying there from Laos. The Allies are getting closer and closer. Grenadier blast on the inside from Spring Lobster, trying to clear out a few of the infantry on the inside. Captain Schiller's trying to put some shots on Crywolf. Crywolf with that AMG holding the front of the church on his own. It's really... Who do we have left for the German defenders? We have 3 Partisan members and 2 members from D.A.K. And we've also got BR1 with the P-38. Lots of infantry went down here for the Allies as they tried to push in. Square tables holding that doorway very well. Using his semi-automatic rifle to his advantage, holding a tight choke point. Crywolf has been tagged as those flanking Allied soldiers have come in on the rear now, so the church is completely surrounded on all sides. Breaker getting himself into a good position to start tagging people on the inside. You see Square Tables, he's gone down. That's Breaker. They're getting himself in a good advantage position. So I think we're down to 3 German garrison members on the inside. And the P-38, I don't know what the P-38 is doing, but hey, the P-38, sure. Sure. Okay. Whatever. I just wanted to shut the fuck up. I don't care at this point. I'm over the P-38. Who's going to be the first one to break on the inside of the church? Breaker technically is the first one. Kinda. He's shot on the inside and he's got his gun on the inside. The Allies at this point are very loosely formed, though. You can see they're lacking leadership. It's just remnants of their forces left. No real leadership. Communication has broken down. So you see Captain Show's trying to set one shot. He knows now there's a rifleman at the far back. A little bit of ammo for Breaker. That's going to be great for Breaker, that Grenadier. If Breaker can have a few rockets going on the inside. Grenadier, what do you call them? Are they technically rockets? As a Grenadier, what are they? They're self-propelled, right? Are they rockets? Are they... I don't know. History nerds, let me know. Grenades on the inside. Good work by him. And Captain Scroll is the first one to breach on the inside for the Allies. Gets the kill on Nopsy at the back. He's just blinded by smoke. There's nothing he can do. And Jutty takes him out. That is all German infantry gone. Only the P-38 is alive. Sadly, of all things to be alive at this stage of the game, please, end my suffering. End everyone's suffering. Kill the P-38. For the love of God. Please. Please kill it. Oh, but it's almost dead. It's almost dead. It's on fire. It's on fire. Don't save it. Don't save it. Let it burn. Let the motherfucker burn. Oh my God. How is it still making noise? It's got louder and no one's on the inside. Please. Please. But as you can see, the event organizer... Oh my God, thank you. The Allies have destroyed the German HQ, so it's been a mixed result for both sides. The Germans managed to get half their convoy, well, a little bit less than half their convoy of supplies through to Utah, but at the same time, they lost their headquarters in Sainte-Mère-Église. That means the Allies are also going to have more reinforcements next week. Good game all around. Congratulations to both teams. It was a good match. A little bit slow in places, but, you know, that's a one-life event. It happens. Thank you for the event organizers and the teams for allowing me to take part. We'll have a look at the kill board quickly at the very end. 102, 95, 136, and 4 for the Germans versus the 76, 113, 83, and 36 for the Allies. You see, the Allies led in revising and starting to catch up in the end with kills. Max kills, we've got 6 here from Walmart in the P-38. And but total 8 Cry Wolfers on the MG42. On the Allies, max kills, we've got 5 here with Jackal from Scry. So congratulations to him. Oh, and Brian with 8 kills. He led the charge. Good event. YouTube, as always, this is going to be my outro. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube, please, as always, remember to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And hey, we're close to 600 subs. If you can help us get 600 subs, that would be amazing. So until next time, YouTube, take care and bye-bye. And a big thank you to last month's Twitch subscribers: Willdale303, Yeetus McFeeter 69420 MLG, Yussus, Epics True, Just Press _, Hinkle _, Blomhauser, Coeyboy013, Lazy Titanium 145, Skyros, IR9 _ Lysander, Liberated, Mutlurk, Case25, Kaiser NG, Jabes MX, Merpenator, The CJ Reed, Callum Derp, Morning Calf, Tom the Milkman, Unheroic Isaac, Luna the Gamer Fox, Sash363VD, Bored Out of My Head, Call Me Davro, Bro Lifer, and It's Carl's Design.